What's up, family? Welcome back to another legendary top of the movie reaction video. Let's go.
By Petrovic, up, no, way.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, what's good? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Let's talk some old school NBA basketball. Now, with the current NBA season, when the top 75 players of all time were selected, obviously Michael Jordan was not missing on that list. So in this video, I want to show you NBA greats telling their stories and explaining why Michael Jordan was the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
All right.
That's good. I'm interested in hearing, man.
Right, but before we dive into that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. And I would say, let's start. Now, the first clip that I want to show you guys is actually pretty amazing. It is Larry Bird, and he explains how he felt about Michael Jordan back in the days. And it's a current clip, so let's check it out.
Michael can beat you in a lot of different ways. He can beat you mentally, beat you physically. He can guard you, and he can score. I know in my time, he was better than all of us.
He's always been
He was better than all of us. Now, you hearing that from a great
clutch performer and one of the guys can take over late in the game, and that's what really made Michael Jordan so special. When the game was on the line, no one was better.
The thing that Michael Jordan doesn't get the most credit for probably would be the fact that he's the most fundamentally sound basketball player that ever lived. You know, if you look at all the highlights, you see the dunks and you see the jump from the free throw line. But when he's on defense, the correct hands in the passing lane. When he's boxing out, he turns the correct way. When he's in defensive position, he's weak side, he's on the right side of the ball. Like, he's the most fundamentally sound basketball player who was the greatest athlete. Most guys who are super athletic don't do that. To me, that's the...
Well, I feel like that's why Larry Bird was great. You start to realize that the legends in the game, the ones who really had a strong impact, they paid attention to little strategic things. They tweaked a little bit that basically built the fundamentals of their game to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe, waking up early in the morning, practicing that same shot he may missed 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? And getting one little tweak right, just a little bit. Sometimes less is better. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing he does not get credit for.
And the next clip that we're going to take a look at involved Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. And as we know, Isaiah Thomas always had this, pretty difficult relationship with Michael Jordan. But in the following clip, he has at least some nice words to say about MJ. Let's have a look.
I vowed to myself, no matter how spectacular he was, I was never going to show any emotion.
Yeah.
Zero. I'm not dapping you up with my, my God, no, none of that. So I'm going to stay right here. But in my mind, I was saying, damn, did you see that? In my mind, I was saying that. But my face was like, nah.
When we mentioned Jordan, did you notice his body language?
He's still on alert. He's still on alert, like he's sitting in the film room. That's it.
It's the one game that, ironically, this may sound a little bit odd, but it's probably more than any other game. That's the game I look forward to the most. Because you knew that night you had to be at your absolute best.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be around people that's going to bring the best in you if you're trying to make an impact. You know what I'm saying? Two birds of a feather flock together. If you end up with losers, you'll be a loser. If you hang around winners, then you'll be a winners. They say if you hang around a barbershop for long enough, eventually you'll get a haircut, right?
And so if there's something, anything, a matchup or whatever, that's going to bring out the best in you, if you're a true competitor, that's what you really want. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it was the one game I look forward to more than any other game to play against him, because he was everything that you just described with LeBron. I was listening to you. Yeah. That's about the way it is. Yeah, like any slip up, any lull, any mistake that's made, you're gonna exploit it. He's gonna take advantage of it. So you had to be so keenly locked in, game plan, here's what we're doing, here's where I need to be. And you would be furious if somebody didn't rotate they were supposed to, because you knew, you know, look, I'm trusting that you're gonna be there. Mm-hmm. And so, because if you're not there, dude's about to do some, he's about to do
some damage. You're gonna fly right by you.
Something, real freaky here.
And the next clip that we're going to take a look at involved many NBA legends. And if you take a look at the quality of legends, you will really see that MJ was in a league of his own.
In his second year, which he missed most of the year.
Got this ad, man. Come on, Serena, get off my screen, bro. I'm trying to look at a legend right now. You're playing with me. No, all respect to those in the service. Thanks to those who give up their lives for this country, man.
With a foot injury, his own team didn't want him to play in the playoffs, and they were going to be playing against the Boston Celtics in the very first round. And we've got one of the great teams ever. In the first game, Michael Jordan, who we'd read about and heard about, and a nice career down in North Carolina, Olympic gold medal, and we play Michael, and he just puts himself in and says, I'm going to play. Game starts, Celtics were just rolling, playing great. Celtic crowd, Boston Garden, just over the tops, fantastic. At the end of the game, which the Celtics win handily, Michael has 49 points. And we kind of shrugged, and because other guys have scored many points in games where they lose. And so we're kind of in the locker room after the game and muttering amongst ourselves, well, he'll never do that again.
Jordan with 8 on the clock. Jordan ties the game.
Oh, boy.
63 points, and you're looking at an all-time record.
Oh, boy.
So in the locker room after this game, when he gets to 63 in our face, we look at each other and we say, this guy's pretty good.
Off to Jordan, Michael down.
Yeah, man. See, don't judge him. Hey, just because he was in them 40s don't mean he wasn't going to get it. Showed you up, man.
The lane jammed it. Michael Jordan to the hole for the jam.
He was in retirement playing baseball. He asked Ryan Higgins, can he come to practice and just practice? He wanted to play some basketball. He itching to play some basketball. He asked Rick Adelman. Rick Adelman said, yeah. So he came to practice. He was still in shape and all this and all that. But, we thought he was rusty. He wasn't going. But he asked, how good is this Sprewell kid? He's like, we was like, he's good, but he's not on your level. But he's good. He's an all-star. So it seemed like when we said he is an all-star, it seemed like kind of took him like, okay, let me see if he really is an all-star. And oh my God. It was ugly. He took over practice. It was him, Ronnie Cycli, and some other guys. Ronnie was on our team, but he played with our guys. You could tell he was still the best in the world.
Michael Jordan at his best. There's very few people on this planet that can do this. Try to take off Starks.
I take pride in never being dunked on. In 19 years, I could probably say I probably haven't been dunked on like 3 or 4 times. But his arrogance, Michael Jordan, came baseline one time and tried to dunk on me. And it hurt my heart, but I had to flagrant foul him and lay him out. And when I went to shake his hand and pick him up, he said, don't ever help nobody up. And he bounced right back up. And I knew then why he was the best player in the game. It resonated with me later because Pat Riley once told me, you show other players respect by showing them none. So Michael Jordan was like, hey, we're on different teams. Yes, we're friends, we're fraternity brothers, we're on different teams, but when we're on this court, I don't know you, Shaq.
To compete, to win, that's all I live for, really. When you lose, you're easily forgotten, and I don't think anyone want to go to that grave forgotten.
If you really wanted to get a look into Michael's soul, you would actually watch a practice, not a game. When you watch somebody that talented, that focused in practice, that hardworking, that dominant in practice. I mean, he made every single drill feel like Game 7 of the finals. That's how competitive he was. And he just set a tone for himself and for the whole team with the way he approached practice. And that was pretty unique.
Wham! In your face.
Michael tonight is showing the entire repertoire.
I just remember being a kid and getting the chance to watch somebody that he just did everything well. You know what I mean? Like, he played basketball at the excitement level. He won. He seemed to be like a tough competitor and vicious. Off the court, commercials, like he just did everything. He had the coolest shoes, and like he dressed well, and like he had the perfect smile, and it was just kind of like he was a superhero.
That is vintage Jordan superstar.
All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and even more.
All right, family, there it goes, man. I think it's self-explanatory. Most of the video, man, the legend of himself, you know what I'm saying, created an impact for generations after generations. And that's what it's about, man. He left a legacy. He left it all on the court, as we can see by his work, as it speaks for itself, in its own testimony. But if you're new to the channel, come join the family. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on. Let the love supersede the hate. And comment down below any legendary top of the movie reaction videos you guys want to see. Give this video a big thumbs up. It helps crush that YouTube algorithm. And it's totally free, family. Peace.